Bible saying, it is ready for the soldering. And he fastened it with nails, that it should not be moved. You must understand that when you understand that in this flesh there will always be a fight, you will understand what happened with Titus. Not only had he been a source of great comfort to Paul, but Titus also had received comfort by the response of the Corinthian believers. In other words, you can't be a blessing and God not cause people to bless you back. To Paul's first epistle to them, moreover, it was news of their repentant response that had lifted Paul's spirit greatly. He had written to them a poignant epistle or a poignant letter that addressed the problem of an immoral man in the congregation. You'll find it in the 5th chapter. And the Corinthian church had responded to Paul like an apostolic church. Preach and close this. Should respond to spiritual authority. After hearing of Paul's judgment concerning the immorality occurring within their congregation amongst the brothers and sisters, they repented and took decisive action to correct the matter. When we consider cruelty, when we consider that all of us are flesh and that none of us are exempt making a mistake, and that none of us, it was quiet there, are exempt making a bad choice, we will then realize that our heartfelt repentance and response is not only to comfort us, but it's to comfort the next one who may find themselves in the same place of repentance. Let me give you 2 and we'll do the other 8 tomorrow. The first evidence of repentance is by earnest desire. You gotta want it. God, here ain't nobody gonna pour it on you. Ain't nobody make you take it. You gotta want it. You gotta have an earnest desire. The Corinthian church wanted to please Paul. They responded positively to his good and right judgment regarding the fornicator that was in the midst of them. You gotta understand that everybody has a thing. Your thing may not be their thing, but you got a thing. They don't need you trying to play holy in front of us. You got a thing. That's why some of you gotta stop playing with people in the street, because you play one thing with them in the street, and then you come in here and try to convince us that you got it all together. Let me tell you what happened with messing with people in the street, and you supposed to be in the church. At some point or another, they gonna find a way to where you go to church and come and let everybody know what you've been doing. God help me here. You must understand. Y'all better stop playing with people in the streets. You understand? I hear God here. You better stop living one way outside of here, and then try to prove to us something else when you come in here. You better get it together, because the street is going to come to the church and tell your business. God help me close. I think I'll just stop at the one. They'll do it every time. in a funk. You know, when you come in, we can look and tell last night is still on you. Oh my God. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. If we don't smell it, it'll be on your countenance. But it's gonna be one or the other. The old saints we used to walk by, and some of us amongst our youth would walk by and they said, I smell sin. Hallelujah. And we would pray that we would not be called out, that God would miss, and they put it on us, but they never missed. They always got the right one. So we'll just do the one. We'll do the one and close here. If there is evidence of repentance, the first is earnest desire. You gotta want it. This Corinthian church wanted Paul to be pleased. Somebody say preach and close. Wanted Paul to be pleased. Wanted Paul to be pleased. And they responded positively to his judgment of the one who was caught in a not good situation. Isn't it amazing? We want to kill the fornicator, but we want to cuddle the liar. We want to kill the adulterer, but we want to cuddle the fornicator. We want to kill the gossiper, but we want to cuddle the liar. We want to kill the backbiter, but we want to cuddle the alcoholic. We want to kill the alcoholic, but we want to cuddle the drug addict. We want to kill the drug addict, but we want to cuddle the one that's inconsistent. We want to kill the one that's inconsistent, but we want to cuddle the one that's always talking about the church. We want to kill the one that's always talking about the church, but we want to cuddle the one who cannot make up their mind to do right by the things of God. We want to kill the one who cannot make up their mind to do right by the things of God, but we want to cuddle the one who seems to be most popular. We want to kill the one that seems to be most popular, but then we want to cuddle the one who dances the best, or who sings the best, or who preaches the best, or who can singly lead us into the presence of God the best. But all of us have got a thing. Your thing may not be mine, and mine may not be yours, but you got a thing. One of my things are shoes. Got it bad. It's a thing. I used to have a thing real bad for Pepsi. It's gotten better. Thank God for it. It's yet the will of God as far as soft drinks, but we're getting better. But you got a thing. The point that I'm making, none of us have any room to crucify another. None of us, let's get out of here, have any room to destroy another. But we've got to have an earnest desire. One of the evidences of repentance is to have a desire. When Titus learned of the earnest desire that they were exhibiting, it consoled and it comforted him. When Titus learned of their earnest desire, it brought him to a place of remembrance to where he could realize that his work was not in vain. When Titus heard of their earnest desire, it brought him to a place where he was so comforted that he writes a report to Paul and says to Paul, I want you to Titus, the 7th chapter, around verse number 7. And upon hearing the report from Titus, Paul says, I rejoice the more. Look at somebody as I close this for tonight and say, hey you, I rejoice the more at your decision to be earnest, honest, sincere concerning the things of God. Listen, correct